Well, today we're going to check on these cows out here. I've got a first year heifer that is going to be due in the next 3 months, and then I've got a 2 year old. This is her first calf that has been out here, and she's showing that she's about ready to calf. And usually, after you have cold fronts, and I don't know what the reasoning is behind that, uh, usually you have um, the calves get dropped, and they'll have them on a cold front or shortly thereafter. So we're going to walk over here and see if I can sort of walk between all these cows and see if we can somehow see if they how they're doing and if they're going to be having their calf in the next day or so. So walk with me. We're out in the field now, the back pasture, and I've got the cows out here. Some of them are laying down. Some of them are just sort of grazing a little bit. And we're going to do a little checking on everybody. You're going to walk real slow just because I don't want them to get pushed hard. I don't want them to feel like they have to run. But a lot of times they'll let me just come walk out here between them. They know who I am, and they usually will get up a little bit, sort of figure out where everybody's at, and start looking. There's the matriarch of the herd right there. She has to make sure everything's okay. She'll just sort of keep grazing a little bit. Then we have a couple new yearlings right here. They're not bred or anything, but they know what we're doing out here. They know what's going on. We got a lot of little calves over here just sort of wondering what's going on. And they're still laying around. But I'm just going to walk right here, and they always get a little apprehensive thinking that I'm going to try and do something to them. But right now, I'm just here to look. I've got one heifer that has a white face right over there next to the fence. She's sort of due here in about 2 or 3 months. She was sort of an accident with a bull, and she's a first year heifer, and she's just sort of hem hawing around. The one I really want to check is this one over here, just outside of where these calves are. She's the one that I really want to look at because she should be having a calf here in the next few days. So these calves will all look, they'll all see that I'm holding something they're just not sure of, but because I watch them eat up there by the barn and because I get a little closer, they're not real wild. And that's about the best way to have a herd, is to not have them wild. Let them just sort of walk around, let them know where you're at, what you're doing. I've got a calf over here that's just sleeping. He's just taking a nap, been up a little long. That's his mom right here. And then I've got this gal over here. Now, she's going to be a little more wild because this is her first calf. She's not really wanting anybody to be around. And what we did was we took that cow that's back over here, and we bought her out of Texas, and I brought her in. She's done real well. She's a registered Romanola and Beefmaster mix. She's going to have a nice little calf. Should be about 60 to 65 pounds, and then it'll get real beefy. But she's still not too sure if she wants to be by me or hang out and be around me. And the other day when I took a picture, I was showing everybody this little calf here that's just standing there. That's the one I had to give colostrum to. He's doing really good. And then I talked a little bit about all the hair on his back end sort of fell off, and it was because of high stress. So I've been watching him real close, and now the hair is starting to come back on him on his tail end. So he's doing really good. But this gal here, I'm just going to walk back to where she'll start coming up to where all the cows are. But she's a little standoffish. She's still a little unsure. But she's about due to have that calf anytime. She's got a milk bag, and when they start making milk, they're within 30 days right in that area of being able to do it. So, well, we're going to start walking back here and check these cows. They're sort of messing around with the four-wheeler. I brought my guns out because I've been having a lot of prairie dogs, so I'm trying to get rid of prairie dogs. Here's a nice little hole that a calf could step in and hurt itself. So I'm probably getting into that picture a little bit with my shadow, but I had to show you these prairie dogs. They don't care where they dig their hole. They don't even care if anybody gets hurt. They just feel like they need to plant their home there, and it's terrible when you see a calf running and all of a sudden the calf just sort of flips right over, and then you have to try and get a hold of him, make sure that he's okay, or her. And a lot of times, if they don't break their leg, they really twist it bad and it makes them limp. But we're going to squeak over here and see what they're sniffing on my four-wheeler for. They like to come over and rub their heads on it, and they like to just sort of sniff around. I think I got it all tied down, but I feel like they would probably tip it over if they could. I know if I had a bull out here, he would sure try. But I'll probably get a bull out here in the next 30 days. But they like coming over here to the four-wheeler and rubbing up on it and just sort of enjoying. So there we are. They're doing pretty good.